Will this church be able to enjoy the unity that is a gift from God? We've been in the book of Ephesians for this summer, and that question has been at the heart of what Paul has been teaching about and what we've been learning about. To summarize, some things that we have learned about this congregation from the church in Ephesus is that it's a mixture of Jews and Gentiles, and they are from vastly different cultures and religious backgrounds, and they are strangers to one another. They come from communities that have had a history of contempt for one another and deep suspicion. But Christ has brought them together, and Christ is building a brand new thing in the world, a body, a temple, a new humanity whose life together is a testimony to the gospel of Jesus. And to be this testimony, to enjoy this unity, the Apostle Paul has taught them a few things. He's taught them that the gospel is big, that it includes folks from various diverse backgrounds. Pastor Matt preached about that, describing it as the all y'all gospel. And we learned that a key to enjoying this unity is a sincere humility, an openness to Jesus and to one another. We also learned that we are invited to a transformation in our thinking. And in today's scripture, the Apostle Paul wants to identify another potential problem. In this church, there are gifted and there are passionate people. And that could be a problem. How could that be a problem? Wouldn't you want a church that's full of gifted and passionate people? Well, let me give you an example of how it can become a problem. And it's an example with me. I once started to become a problem. And the problem was because I was enjoying a pretty successful season of ministry. Back a few years ago, I had a season of pastoral ministry that was amazing. Where I was serving in the little town and the two churches that I was serving in, we had developed a very successful, impactful ministry to the country of Haiti. We had gone for several years and had developed the ability to do eyeglass clinics and some construction and the ability to resource and strengthen folks who were doing work there locally when the earthquake hit. You remember the earthquake in Haiti? Devastating. And we were primed to make a difference because of our relationship with folks over there. And simply put, money just started pouring in from many places. And so Haiti became my passion. I was gifted at leading our church in that. And it became my passion so much that I talked about it over and over and over and over and over again, and it began to drive some people crazy. You know what gifted and passionate people can do. We got stuff that we're interested in. We're invested in some stuff. We're accomplishing some things in the world. And why are you not invested and interested and on board? See what I'm saying? And it began to dawn on me that what I was doing was I was being about my thing. And my thing didn't need to be everybody else's thing. In fact, it should not be everybody else's thing. And so I began thinking about myself and other folks differently. Sometimes when you're passionate and when you're gifted in a certain area, when you've got a cause, sometimes you become the person who is tearing down what God is trying to build. It's a key for the church to enjoy the unity that God is calling us to enjoy. I love how Bob Goff communicates this idea. He says this, he says, people who are becoming love celebrate how far the people around them have come. They're constantly asking the question, where do you want to go? Then they help the people around them to get there. We enjoy having a deep passion and purpose in life. But if we are becoming a temple of the love of God, we are also looking into the lives of other folks and saying, I see this in you. I'm celebrating this potential in you. I believe this about you. Why don't you use that gift? You'll be a blessing. You'll be a blessing to other folks. If you are a leader here at Suncrest, may I humbly say, as a recovering sinner, it's not just about your passion and your gift. It's about you seeing in somebody else a gift that can be nourished. We're a people here at Suncrest with many gifts and passions. It might be that the most significant gift and passion that we have is that we see some things in people where if we can just encourage them a bit, they can find life, they can find their purpose, they can find hope. We see some things in folks and we encourage them. So, will the church be able to enjoy the unity that is a gift from God? If we are, it'll take a lot of humility. It'll take patience and gentleness and bearing with one another. And it'll take folks who are passionate and gifted, but they're not closed off in their own passion and giftedness. They will see in others potential, gifts, call it.